was lying in bed, that's when I got the brainstorm.
Oh, great. I guess I should be grateful.
Hey, baby, don't you think maybe... Hey there, Bright Eyes. Where you been anyway? Don't you know it's not professional to keep a manager waiting, huh?
Yeah, well, it's not very professional to wake up your clients at the crack of dawn.
Hey, 10 o'clock ain't the crack of dawn.
Yeah, well, it is when you've been working till 2 in the morning.
Hey, now, wait a minute. I was working right along next to you.
Oh, Billy Joe. I hope this is important.
Sure is, darling. It's the beginning of the rest of your life.
Well, couldn't my life have waited another 2 hours?
No, it couldn't. Because last night when I was lying in bed, that's when I got the brainstorm.
Oh, great. I guess I should be grateful you didn't call me then.
Well, I couldn't. I didn't want to wake up Nita.
Billy Joe, why did you wake me up and get me down here at this ungodly hour?
You know, you're not looking your best this morning, darling.
Well, of course I'm not.
Well, maybe you better get on over to the girls' room and splash some cold water in your face, huh?
What for?
Because I want you to look terrific when we go to see that booking agent this morning.
I'll get it, honey. Hello?
Good morning, Raina.
Iris?
Yes. I hope you don't mind my calling so early, but I'm planning a little dinner for this evening, and I wanted you and Max to come.
Oh, I'd love to come, honey, but I'm really not sure if
I know it is terribly short notice, dear, but Dennis, just this minute, let me know he was available.
Who all's gonna be there?
Dennis. Oh, and that dreadful woman he married.
Oh.
Precisely. So you see, you must come and help me, or it will be an absolute disaster.
I'll do my best, honey, okay?
That's what I'm counting on.
I'll call you back real soon. Bye.
Bye.
What was that all about?
It was Iris.
Well, I gathered that much. What did she want?
Well, she, invited us for dinner.
Forget it. I'm not going.
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey.
Honey, you haven't even given me a chance to tell you about the invitation.
I'm not interested.
Aren't you curious about who's going?
What difference does it make? I don't care. I've had enough of them wheelers for a while.
Okay, forget it.
I already have.
Good. Now, what am I supposed to tell Iris?
Tell her the truth. I don't want to go.
Max.
Gotta go to work.
Max,
Oh, Mr. Bruton, you're right on time. Go have a seat.
There are already people here.
Well, of course there are. I told you this Mr. Schwartz is a very important agent. Now, just stick close and we're going to get the old career rolling. Excuse me, miss, but me and my client here, we'd like to see Mr. Schwartz.
Name?
Beg your pardon?
What is your name?
Oh, well, I'm William Joseph Wright, and this here little songbird is my client, Miss Lena Decker.
I don't find any William Joseph Wright.
You don't?
What time was your appointment scheduled for?
Well, what appointment?
Mr. Wright, nobody gets in to see Mr. Schwartz without an appointment.
Oh, well, now, we don't exactly have what you call an appointment, but he wants to see us.
Mr. Wright, either you have an appointment or you don't.
Well, then, we don't, but it'll be to your advantage if you could just kind of, you know, slip us in here somehow.
Mr. Wright, do you see these people?
Well, yeah, sure, I see him.
Do you want me to have to call the riot squad?
No.
Well, that's precisely what'll happen if I just kind of slip you in.
Billy Joe.
Now, let's just hold on here, darling. I can handle all this. Calm down.
Mr. Wright, may I make a suggestion? Why don't you just call back later and make an appointment?
No, I can't do that. See, it's important I see Mr. Schwartz today.
I'm sorry.
Look, miss, you don't understand. I got this very talented little lady here, and, well, I dragged her out of bed just so she could come down here this morning.
You should have made an appointment.
Would you object if we just wait? Come on, honey, don't worry about a thing. It's all gonna work out, you'll see. Sit down over there. I got a good feeling about this Mr. Schwartz.
Reno.
Oh, Iris, I'm so glad you're home.
What's the matter with you?
We're not coming to your dinner party tonight.
Oh, you have to. Rena, you can't let me down. If I am forced to hold a conversation with that woman for more than 3 seconds...
Honey, there's nothing I can do about
I don't
it.
care what other plans you have. Cancel
We
them.
haven't made other plans.
Well, then there isn't a problem.
You're not listening to me.
Of course I'm listening. You said you had no other plans.
It's Max. The problem is Max. He refuses to come to your dinner party.
Oh, well, Rena, that's just his way. Max is the easiest person in the world to get around. All you have to do is
Honey, my marriage is in serious jeopardy right now. I can't push Max. If I do, I'll lose him.
I cannot believe that you didn't have enough sense to make an appointment.
Well, how's I supposed to know?
Well, anyone who's going to be a manager ought to know. That's what a manager gets paid for.
Will you quit hassling me and just calm down, huh? This ain't the end of the world.
Where did you get Mr. Schwartz's name from anyway?
I got it, okay? You don't need to know where.
Well, I was thinking if you got it from a friend, maybe you could call your friend and have him talk to Schwartz for us.
It wouldn't do no good.
You don't know that. Look, maybe if your friend put in a good word for us, Schwartz would see us right away.
I don't think so.
Well, it's worth a try. Anything is better than just sitting here and waiting.
Elena, I ain't got no friend. Nobody gave me Schwartz's name. I got it from the phone book. The yellow pages. Now just shut up, will you, and let me try to think here.
You are really something else.
Yeah, that's right. I am something else, so you just stand back. Because you're about to see Billy Joe Wright shift into high gear.
Wait a minute, Billy Joe.
Now, just calm down there, darling. Ain't gonna cause no trouble. Just gonna do a little persuading here. Excuse me, miss. I gotta talk to you about something.
Entertainment's unlimited. May I help you? Oh, Josephine! Oh. Oh, well, it's so nice of you to call and ask. Yes. Yes. I did make up with Virgil, but I don't see where Pearl thinks that's any of her business. Last night. No, I just kind of got tired of saying no, so I let him take me to the movies. Oh, some kung fu picture. And you know Virgil, he's into martial arts. Oh, yes! All these little guys running around in white pajamas, hitting each other with bamboo.
Hey, miss.
Uh-huh.
Yo, miss.
Are you kidding? No, Virgil's so cheap I have to buy my own popcorn.
Okay, Miss Hamilton. Miss Hamilton.
What did Pearl say?
Look here. Me and Elena, we gotta get back to the club. We got a rehearsal, okay? We can't waste all day sitting around here.
Excuse me, Josephine, but there is a very rude person here insisting that I speak with him. Right. No, I'll get back to you. Well then, Mr.
Right.
is so important that it can't wait till I finish my conversation.
Well, look, me and Elena here, we got things to do today. Can't you kind of hurry these people along, huh?
No, Mr. Wright, I can't. But if you'd like to make an appointment...
Now look, here, I think we can make a little deal here, okay?
What kind of a deal?
Well, my client here, she sings at this place down in Westheimer. It's called the Chicken Coop. And I'm sort of, you know, the manager there. It's a real nice place, lots of laughs.
Wonderful.
Well, what I was thinking was, you know, if anytime you want to show your face around there, well, I could arrange it so you could have all the free drinks you want. On the house.
I don't think so.
You could bring a friend.
You still need an appointment. Yes? All right. The Rawhide twins? Oh, Mr. Schwartz will see you now.
I'm sorry, Rena. I simply wasn't aware that you and Max were having problems.
The trouble started at your party.
But it was a lovely party. Everyone had a wonderful time.
Everybody but Max.
I admit he did seem a little quiet, but...
Iris, he walked out on me.
But you told me he left because he had some early morning cattle drive or something.
Honey, I only told you that because I didn't want to spoil your evening.
That was very considerate of you, but perhaps I could have helped. Did you two quarrel?
Not exactly.
Well, either you quarreled or you didn't.
Max was uncomfortable with the people who were here.
Did we say something to offend him?
Oh, no, honey. He just didn't know many people here, so he felt out of place. And all the other men were wearing dinner jackets.
You bought him a handsome dinner jacket.
Yes, but it's more than just his clothes. Max doesn't think he has anything to say to anybody.
Oh, that's ridiculous. There are 100 topics he'd feel perfectly at home with.
That's exactly what I've told him, but he's got this idea that his friends belong to one class and my friends belong to another.
Well, he does have a point.
Iris, he's my husband. I love him.
Darling, I'm simply making an observation. You know, Alex's family had no money, no social connections.
But at least he made an effort. Max isn't even doing that.
Perhaps in time.
I don't think so. We've been arguing about this for days now.
Then we shall have to prove how interesting people from different backgrounds can be.
Oh, Iris.
Now, you helped me when I was in need, so it's only fair I offer you a hand.
Honey, maybe some other time.
I have the most wonderful idea.
What is it?
Another party. We'll give a party for Max.
Iris, no.
Oh, don't you see? It's the perfect solution.
Honey, I don't want to hear this.
Sit down, Rena, and listen to me. Now, Alex and I didn't speak to each other for several weeks, but the party worked for us. Surely it will work for you and Max.
Honey, you know I would do practically anything I could to help you, but...
Daddy, it's a wonderful idea.
I wish I could agree.
Now, you just have to help me out with this. It's Max's birthday, and a party is perfect.
Now, look, you know it's a party that started the trouble in the first place.
That's just it. That party was the wrong party. This one's going to be different.
I don't see how.
Well, it was Iris's idea.
Oh, it sounds like
But
Iris.
it really makes sense now,
Oh,
Daddy.
yeah, it makes sense to you and to Iris.
First of all, we're going to invite Max's friends as well as mine.
You really think that Max is going to buy this?
Of course he will. He'll love the idea. This time there'll be people there that he's comfortable with.
You mean like Buddy and Wanda Coleman?
Yeah, the rodeo rider and his wife.
I
mean, Daddy, it only stands to reason if people like that come, then Max will feel easier about mingling with my friends.
I don't quite follow that.
Well, you just leave it up to me. Everyone will have a good time.
I hope so, for your sake, honey.
Oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy, I knew you'd understand.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is how you're going to get Max to come into town for this affair.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'll figure out something.
Well, I just hope you don't get into deeper trouble, Rena.
Daddy, that is not possible. It couldn't be any worse than it is right now, and I got to do something about it.
Oh, excuse me, honey. Yes, Allie? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, send Miss Bellman right in.
Daddy, I wish his office had a back door to it.
Whatever for?
Vicky's gonna have a fit if she finds me, or she'll know that I came to ask you for help.
She won't know if we don't tell her, so just settle down.
Daddy, now don't say anything about my problems with Max, okay?
No, I
You
won't.
promise?
No, I won't.
Rick. Hi, Mama.
Billy Joe, there is no point to this.
Look, we just hold on there. We're gonna outlast them, darling. Don't worry.
Look, Andy and the guys are at the coop. Now, we have to go there and rehearse.
I know.
Well, they're not going to be very happy if we're late.
They're just gonna have to take it in stride, Elena. Look, in this music business, you gotta have priorities. And right now, this Mr. Schwartz is priority number 1.
Well, I don't care what number he is. It feels like we've been waiting here forever.
Look, I want to settle this once and for all. Listen, miss, we've been here almost 4 hours, and I've seen all kinds of people walking in and out of that damn office.
They had appointments.
Yeah, I know. Nobody gets in to see Mr. Schwartz without an appointment.
You take it easy now, Wranglers, huh? Miss Hamilton, you can send in the next performer.
That's us. Come on, Lena. Mr. Schwartz, this here's my client, Elena Decker, and she is the best little voice this side of the Atlantic Ocean. You're a lucky man, Mr. Schwartz, because, well, I'm bringing you a lady who's got superstar potential. And I'm only doing that because my associates have assured me that you're the only agent in Houston who can do her justice. Now, once you get a load of her talent, I'm sure you're going to want to book her into every club that you handle.
Miss Hamilton, who is this kicker?
His name is Wright, and he doesn't have an appointment.
But I don't need an appointment. See, I told you that, and I was right. See, I'm talking to Mr. Schwartz right now.
Just exactly what is it you want?
Well, sir, I just want to talk to you about this little lady's career, that's all.
Oh, I see. Well, before I book anyone, I've got to hear them.
Oh, that's just great, because, well, Elena does 3 sets a night at the chicken coop. I can set it all up, and you can watch her work tonight.
I'm referring to a tape. Demo tape.
Pardon me, a what?
A demo tape.
Well, your secretary here didn't say nothing about no demo tape.
Listen, Mr.
Right.
Wright. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Just drop a tape in the mail and we'll be in touch.
But I got everything all
That's the
set
way
up.
it works. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy. Miss Hamilton, my next appointment, please.
Louise Friedlander and Tabby Cat.
Billy Joe, wait a minute.
I hope you drop a stitch. Come on, Elena. Come on, get out.
Let me help you with your coat, honey.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, sit down.
I'm surprised to see you here, Rena.
Oh, I just came into town to see Iris, and I called an old friend of mine, Mary Lou Bascom. Remember her?
Sure, you were cheerleaders together.
Yeah, that's right. She just got back from South America. She was down there buying some horses. Anyway, we were downstairs having lunch at the outdoor cafe, and I thought I'd stop by and say hello to Daddy.
Are you still having problems with Max?
What makes you think that, Mama?
Well, he certainly didn't seem very happy when he left you at Iris's party.
Oh, it was just a little, misunderstanding.
Have you worked it out?
You know, Rena has had the most wonderful idea. I know you're going to approve of it, Vicky.
What's your idea?
Well, she wants to have a great big party for Max's birthday celebration.
Now, Mama, before you start objecting, I want you to know that we're going to invite Max's friends. He hasn't had a party in a long time, and I think he just loved the idea.
Well, your cabin doesn't hold very many people, honey.
That's why we're gonna have the party at our house.
This afternoon had to be the biggest waste of time.
Elena.
Look, the next time that you decide to call me at the crack of dawn, will you just remind me to hang up?
What are you so sore about? We got to see the guy, didn't we?
It was humiliating.
He didn't say no.
No. He didn't say anything. Just kept looking at me.
Look now, baby. If he's gonna book you into joints, he's gotta be able to pick you out of a crowd, huh?
I don't think booking me was what he had in mind, Billy Joe.
Well, sure he wants to book you. I mean, and as soon as I get this demo stuff figured out, he'll be crazy about you. You'll see.
He was sleazy,
That's the way agents are supposed to look.
and he gave me the creeps.
Elena, if you're gonna go into show business, agents are one of the things you gotta get used to.
Look, Billy Joe, I'm not getting used to anything. Now, you're the one that's going to have to get used to the fact that you can't just drag me around like that without having an appointment.
Elena, I don't ever want to hear that word again, all right?
Billy Joe, any fool knows that you can't just show up in somebody's office without calling first.
All right, next time I'll call, all right?
All right.
Hey, anytime you two are done fighting, we can rehearse.
We'll be ready in a minute, all right? Is everybody else here?
Everybody but you's been here for hours.
Yeah, well, where's the rest of the band?
In the back getting ready.
Yeah, well, getting ready better not mean smoking some of them fun cigarettes, and you go back there and tell them I said that.
Sure.
Look, Elena, you can't expect me to get everything right straight off the bat.
Well, so far, Billy Joe, you don't have anything right.
Well, you gotta give me a chance to pick these things up.
Well, fine, Billy Joe, then just pick them up on your own time, okay? I mean, don't expect me to go wasting another morning in some stupid agent's office, okay?
Hello.
Iris?
Raina, did you have your little talk with Stryker?
I sure did, honey. I saw Daddy right after lunch.
Did he agree to help with the party?
Yes, but I gotta tell you, it wasn't easy. Just when I thought I had everything arranged, Mama walks in.
Was Vicky difficult?
Well, she came around, but she's not exactly enthusiastic about the idea.
Well, don't let her upset you, Rena. Sometimes your mother has very peculiar ideas about how to preserve a marriage. The party's a wonderful idea, and it's going to work.
I hope so, honey. I've got a favor to ask.
Of course. What is it?
It's Max. Now, Iris, I've thought about this all the way home, and I just don't think I can talk him into going to a party.
Well, if he doesn't attend, I don't see the point
Well,
in that.
I thought it might be best if it sort of came as a surprise, you know?
Oh, you mean like we did for Alex?
Yes. What do you think?
I think it's a splendid idea.
A marriage thrives on surprises.
Well, Mama isn't going to agree because she thinks I've already given Max too many surprises as it is.
Well, Vicky tends to be very old-fashioned about that sort of thing. Would you like me to speak with her about it?
No, I thought that we would keep the surprise part a secret. I mean, if she
She doesn't know about it, she can't object.
Oh, I understand. Well, the secret is safe with me.
Honey, I think that Max will have a good time once he gets there, don't you?
Well, of course he will. That's why I suggested it.
Thank you. You've been so much help to me. Thank you, Iris.
That's what friends are for. Now, you make out the guest list, and we'll start on the arrangements tomorrow.
Okay, I'll talk to you in the morning. Bye.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
I got a couple of steaks for dinner tonight. Do you want a baked potato or home fries?
Whatever's easier, it don't matter.
You're home early.
Yeah, for a change. How you doing?
Okay.
I thought maybe you might still be mad about not going to Iris's tonight.
Oh, no. It'll probably be a bore anyway with Paige. Yeah, I think we'll have a lot more fun by ourselves.
Billy Joe! You cute thing, where on earth have you been hiding?
Nowhere.
You got too many women to keep track of. I swear, between Nita and Elena, they're gonna run you ragged. Why don't you set a spell?
No thanks, I sat most of the day.
Oh, I hope you haven't been in one of those backroom poker games.
No, but I might have been better off if I had been. I'll tell you something, my luck could have been much worse with the cards than it has been with my promoting today.
Your face is just as long as an old hound dog's. What's going wrong?
Just about everything that could have.
Right.
I think Elena's starting to lose confidence in me.
Well, I don't know why she should.
Because I dragged her out to see this agent only. I didn't know we needed an appointment.
What happened? Did they toss you out?
No, I got to see the man, sort of. He just wouldn't even listen to Elena. He just kept on saying something about he needed a demo tape or something.
What's a demo tape?
Heck if I know. I don't have the faintest idea of where I'm going to come up with something like that.
You might try L&R Studios. L&R make the best and cheapest in town.
Come in. Thank you. Where's Alex? Oh, he had a phone call just as you drove up. He should be down shortly.
Dennis, I'm so glad to see you. The last time you were here was at the party, and I didn't get a chance to stop and talk to you because I had so much to do. I think you're getting thin. You really ought to bring him by more often, Mrs. Carrington, so I can fatten him up.
I'd like that too, Vivian.
You know, I'm learning to cook Texas now. Right now, I'm working on hominy, and it doesn't look like much, but it's just amazing.
Vivian,
what she
dear,
can
right
do.
now I think we'd all prefer a martini to a plate of grits. Vivian really makes the best martini in the world.
Ha! It's true. Well, I just happen to have a picture of him already over here.
Oh, please, sit down. Oh, thank you.
Mrs. Carrington, I could give you an olive in your martini if you would insist, but I feel that the lemon peel looks better.
Oh, I prefer the lemon peel myself, Vivian.
Good, good. Shall I pour one for Mr. Wheeler?
Yes.
Okey-doke.
I do hope Alex won't be too long.
Dennis, how's your father?
He's doing very well, Vivian. It's nice of you to ask.
Thank you.
Well, I've a napkin.
Oh, yes, dear, thank you.
I have never met Mr. Carrington, but I know he must be a nice man because anybody that Dennis likes must be a nice man.
Yes, he's a nice man, Vivian. He's a very nice man.
I just think it's wonderful the way you and Dennis are going to allow Mr. Carrington to come and stay with you.
Vivian, don't you think you should be seeing to your artichokes?
No, they're all ready for the table. Do you think I ought to take this martini right upstairs to Mr. Wheeler?
That won't be necessary. Hi, Dennis.
Darling, I told him you were tied up with a business call.
Hey, Mom, isn't it a little late for business?
Well, that's what I think. He really should leave all of that at the office. I mean, the doctor told him he still hasn't fully recovered.
I'll be fine.
Well, who was pestering you this time? Ryan Connor?
No, actually, I was talking to Mr. Jim Lawrence. You remember Mr. Lawrence?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
Jeter Jones.
Well, I'm Billy Joe Wright. I'm glad to meet you. So, how do you come to know so much about this music business, huh?
I'm in it.
You're kidding. What sort of thing do you do?
Well, right now I'm playing steel guitar for Phil Tullis.
Phil Tullis, are you serious?
Serious as my paycheck.
I mean, he's about the hottest thing in the country western scene today, huh?
Yeah, 3 songs in the top 40. Number 5, number 12, number 27 was a bullet.
I know that. The record, Shopping Mall Blues just tears my heart out every time I hear it, you know? That's great.
Yeah, well, we're just in town for a couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, we just recorded a couple sets over in Eleanor on Tuesday.
Yeah? You know, you were really on the up and up about that L&R Studios being the place to go to, huh?
Sure I was.
Well, tell me there, Jeter, what's a man got to do to get a demo made at L&R?
Nothing, except going in and plunking some money down.
Well, yeah, I know, but something like this, I mean, it's bound to cost a little bread, you know, like, how much?
Depends on what kind of tape you want.
You mean there's different kinds?
Well, yeah. There's a cheap little old tape you can sort of wing it with the rhythm section piano.
Yeah, well, I don't want nothing cheap.
Well, then there's what they call a demo master.
Uh-huh.
Now, with the demo master, sometimes it sounds as good as the real thing.
Yeah, well, just how much is this demo master gonna cost?
Well, if you know somebody in the inside, I'd say about $2,500.
$2,500?
Well, there are expenses involved. First, you got to rent yourself a 32-track studio because you're going to do a full mix.
Well, yeah, well, I can understand that.
And then there's the orchestra.
Well, you know, I don't think I need a really, really big orchestra or nothing like that.
No, you can probably do it if you get some men who double.
Double?
Double. You know, play a couple different instruments. Now, I'm assuming you've got your own arrangements, because if you need arrangements now, you're talking about real big bucks.
Yeah. Well, you know, on second thought, I've been kind of thinking maybe that cheaper demo tape ain't such a bad idea. I mean, we're just getting started, you know?
Depends on what you want.
Well, sure. I mean, this agent, he just wants to hear Elena's voice anyways. I don't want to cover it up with a lot of, you know, horns and trumpets and drums and guitars and all that stuff.
You got a point.
Well, sure. And I figure once he gets to like her voice, and he will right off the bat, you know, well, let him worry about all that demo stuff, right? That demo master stuff?
Right.
Sure. Hey, you know something? I bet you've got a lot of good connections in the record business, don't you?
Some.
Well, I sure hope you can, you know, kind of hang around here tonight, because I'd love to have you hear my clients sing.
As a matter of fact, that's why I'm here. Seems as though you got a friend of mine, Mel Parker, playing drums here.
Mel, yeah.
Well, good old Mel suggested I come down and listen to your little girl. As a matter of fact, Mel says she's pretty good.
She's not pretty good, buddy. She's great. Come on, drink up. Oh, here she comes now. Woo! Come on, darling, get up there. Woo!
No, Alex, I don't believe I know him, Mr.
Well,
Norris.
sure you do, Paige. You remember Alex's friend who was at the surprise party the other night?
Oh, yes. Oh, the man.
Excuse
that
me,
was
everybody,
in the
but dinner's ready.
Oh, Vivian, we've only just started our drinks.
Well, you're just gonna have to finish them.
I have no intention of gulping my martini.
Please, I made a mistake. I got confused. I put the roast in too soon. I can't help this. If you don't come and eat your artichokes now, the roast's gonna be overcooked.
Everybody, bring your drinks.
Looks like supper is served.
Yes, doesn't it?
Jeter, you just hold on to your hat, because you ain't going to believe how good this little lady can sing. Woo! Come on! She's ready now! Sing your heart out,
It's all over town, that it's all over now. Everyone's saying it's true. They say you have left me and broken your vow. Tell me, what am I to do?
Dang it all, I told her not to sing that song. What do I bother trying to manage her? She won't even listen to a word I say.
What's wrong?
That song!
What's wrong with that song?
Look, it just ain't professional. It's just something some farmhand friend of hers wrote.
I like it.
Took all my reason
You do?
to live.
You know, I got a feeling that song's got real possibilities.
Over town, that it's all over now. Everyone's saying it's true. They say you have left me and broken your vow. Tell me, what am I to do?
That apple brown Betty was perfect, Vivian.
Thank you, Dennis. I'm cooking Texas style mostly these days, but sometimes I just like to do things my own way.
That was a meal hard to manage.
It was really lovely, Vivian.
Thank you.
How are things at KVIK, Dennis?
Great.
Don't you usually work nights?
Well, my hours vary, but usually I do, yes.
Well, it was awfully sweet of you to take off and come here for dinner.
Actually, it was sweet of Paige. She can be very ferocious when it comes to leaving the club unattended.
I'm sure she's very conscientious.
Well, I could hardly refuse to have dinner with the man who owns the Top of the World Club. Not to mention the whole world oil building.
Ah, that reminds me. Dennis, I have something I want you to look at.
What's that?
Well, you're the art expert in the family.
Oh, Alex just had one of his London agents purchase a stunning 18th century etching. They delivered it this morning.
Oh, I'd love to look at it.
All right, it's upstairs. Let's go.
Let's take a look.
See you two later. Alex and Dennis seem to be getting along so well, don't they? Isn't that nice?
It is, isn't it?
I hope we could learn to get along as well, Iris.
Oh, I wouldn't count on it, Paige. I wouldn't count on it at all.
It's all over town, that it's all over now. Everyone's saying it's true. They say you have left me and broken your vow. Tell me, what am I to do? Right from the start, you took my heart, all of the love I could give. Why should it be you turned on me and took all my reason to live? It's all over town, that it's all over now. Everyone's saying it's so. They say that our love has gone all wrong somehow. Why am I the last one to know?
Somebody. Good. Yes, sirree. Sugar darling, this here is Jeter Jones. Jeter, this is my little superstar right here.
How do you do?
Hi. Jeter here is a real good friend of Bill Tullis, and he thinks you are terrific.
That's true. You got a very special set of pipes. Real nice sound. And I really like that song you were singing. What's the name of the fellow who wrote that?
I told you he ain't no professional. He's just some guy that used to play backup guitar for us.
His name is Jeff Hampton. And Billy Joe is right. He's not a songwriter, but he's a real good friend.
Well, I'll just have to meet this Hampton character. That song had a nice quality to it. And we're always looking for material. Who knows? This friend of yours might write a couple tunes for Phil Tullis.
Well, that's great.
I'm sorry, Iris. I was hoping we could settle our past differences.
Paige, just so there won't be any misunderstanding, I'd like you to realize that I loathe you as much as ever. And the sooner I see you separated from my son, the happier I'll be.
I see. Do you intend to help this little separation along?
If I have to.
Would you really do that to Dennis?
Oh, my dear. I would be doing it for Dennis.
Iris, what is it you have against me?
I don't trust you. I never have.
That's because we're too much alike. You look at me and all you see is a reflection of your own private little machinations.
Save me the psychological analysis. Frankly, I don't care what you think.
You should.
I made you an offer once. A very handsome financial settlement. That offer still stands.
I'm not for sale, Iris. I love Dennis. I've told you that before.
Your concern for him didn't stop you from scheming to break up his affair with your sister Dawn.
If you'll remember, that was your idea.
And you were only too eager to go along with it.
I feel very differently about Dennis now.
How convenient. I wish I could shape my emotions to suit the moment.
The way I feel about Dennis now is not going to change, Iris.
Well, it doesn't matter because there are ways of making him see the truth.
What truth?
Dennis will feel very differently once he finds out that Alex is his real father. Especially if he learns that you tried to use that little secret to break Elliot and get your hands on the Wheeler fortune.
Oh, no, I don't think that you're going to tell Dennis any of that, Iris.
Oh, no?
Because you know how hurt he'll be when he finds out that Elliot is not his real father.
But he'll get over it.
Yes. But will he get over the fact that you've kept that little secret from him all these years? Alex doesn't want Dennis to know. He wants him to come to him on his own.
You know, Dennis could always find out accidentally from a third party.
You wouldn't do that.
If necessary, I will.
Oh, no, you won't, Iris. I may not have a lot to fight you with, but I have something that is worth all the money and power that you have.
And what, pray tell, is that?
I have Dennis. And if he finds out that Alex is his real father from you or anybody else, I'll see to it that you lose him forever.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
You won't forget the extra chairs for the dining room.
No, okay. I will have everything done by...
Jeb, you won't forget the extra chairs for the dining room.
No, okay. I will have everything done by the time you get back.
Jenny, you look tired. Now put that iron down. I'll finish the dress.
No. You're on your way to town.
Well, a few extra minutes won't hurt.
Hey, I'm doing fine. I want to keep myself busy anyway. I'm nervous, too.
Don't overdo.
Kate, I'll make sure she doesn't.
Now, my last stop will be the Dodds to pick up the wedding cake. Now, if you think of anything at all, call me there and leave a message with the Dodds.
No homemade wedding cake? Falling down the job there?
The Dodds want to give Barrett and Ginny a present. It's the cake.
Will you please thank them for both of us?
You will call if there's anything.
Kate's a little bit of a top sergeant when it comes to the wedding here. Jim.
I'm sorry, Jeb. I'm sorry.
I always heard it was common for the bride to cry on the wedding day, but I don't think these are tears of joy, are they?
They should be. I have every reason to be the happiest woman in the world today. Why do I still hope to God that I'm doing the right thing?
Because it can't be right if it's making you this unhappy.
This bartender has no idea how to order for here. This order is ridiculous, Dennis.
Mrs. Carrington, would you please put that business aside and give your husband a little attention?
I'm sorry. I'm all yours.
Well, if we had coffee at the apartment this morning, you wouldn't be going over bills right now, would you?
Which is to say?
Well, I just hope you didn't leave early because Dad was there, that's all.
Darling, don't be silly. I just wanted to get an early start on this. I knew we'd be at the wedding all afternoon, that's all.
I'll buy that. Now, how about giving your husband a kiss?
How's that?
First class. Good. You must be looking forward to going out to the ranch today.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen Barrett since Ginny was in the hospital.
No, I saw him the other day.
You saw Barrett? When?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Well, I gotta get my clothes. I got work to do.
Work?
Well, you're not planning on staying the whole day in bed, are you?
No, I haven't decided. Oh, come on, honey. You just got to bed a little while ago. You haven't had any sleep at all.
I've had plenty of sleep.
Sweetheart, your shoulders are all tense. Are you nervous?
Of course I'm nervous. And I'm Barrett's best man. And you know I'm no good at these formal kinds of things.
It's family. Just family. Stop being nervous. Whole day's gonna be lovely.
Oh, I never thought I'd see this day at all. I mean, just 3 months ago, it was Ginny and Ryan Connor gonna be married. We was all thinking that Barrett had died. Here he is home again, and now it's Ginny and Barry gonna be exchanging vows. It's kind of unbelievable, isn't it?
I gotta warn you, I always cry at weddings.
Did you cry at ours?
If you don't remember, I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I was kind of nervous then, too.
You make it sound like marrying me was a torture.
Marrying you was wonderful. Just remembering all those words, it was torture. Oh, sure, I was gonna mix them up and forget them.
You got them all straight in order, too.
Well, good. Because I would never go through that again. Well, yeah. I'd go through it for you.
You make me so happy, Max Decker.
I'm real glad to hear that, Mrs. Decker. I just hope that Ginny and Barry can be as happy as we are.
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey.
Ryan called me yesterday and insisted on meeting me.
Oh, why didn't you refuse?
He threatened to come out to the ranch if I refused.
What happened?
I was having lunch with him, and I thought maybe the emotions would disappear.
Yeah, it didn't happen that way, though, did it?
No. What kind of woman am I anyway? I'm marrying one man and have the strongest feelings for another. sitting across the table at lunch with Ryan, and all I wanted to do was reach out and touch him. I wanted to see the hurt gone from his eye. I wanted to see him happy again.
Janie, that can still happen. Now, why don't you just go to him? I mean, that's what's going to make you happy, all right?
Hurting Barrett or Steve isn't going to make me happy. Or Ryan either. Ryan's stronger than Barrett. He hasn't loved me the way Barrett has for 10 years. Ryan has a chance to start a new life. Maybe even meet somebody else in time.
Yeah, but what about your life? What's going to happen there? What's going to happen to your life in time?
Somebody in there, could you please open the door?
Courtney.
Hurry.
Oh, Courtney, that was sweet of you to bring those flowers all the way.
There's more in the car. Jeb, would you lend me a hand?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes?
Me, Dad.
Oh, Steve, come on in. Hi.
Hi, what you doing?
I was just looking at this photo, thinking about when I married your mom 10 years ago.
Mom sure looks beautiful.
You know, I think your mother's even more beautiful today than she was then.
Yeah, she still looks okay.
You're a hard man to please. What's in the box?
It's your wedding present. Yours and Mom's. It was going to be an Easter present, but I'd rather give it to you today. Can I leave it in here?
Sure. Sure you can.
Dad, I've been thinking.
What have you been thinking about?
I was thinking about when Mom filed those papers on you.
You mean the ones that declared me legally dead?
Mom didn't want to do that. She talked to me about it for a real long time. She kept on hoping and hoping you'd still be alive.
I know, son. I understand. If I had been in her place, I would have done things just the way she did. Now, you all set for the wedding?
Yep. Are you going to give Mom back the wedding ring she already has?
Well, what I was thinking is, I was in town the other day, and I saw a wedding ring that I kind of liked. I'd kind of like to go in there and get that one for her.
Now?
Now. And I would like to see just how you like it. I thought maybe you might like to go with me.
Sure I do. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Aha, so here's where you two have been hiding.
Oh, good. More help.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we can't not stay. It seems that Steve and I have an errand to run in Houston.
Barrett, there's so little time.
Don't worry, Mom. We'll be back in plenty of time for the wedding.
Well, you know, Grandma's over at the bakery there. Why don't I give her a call and she can pick up whatever it is you need?
Nope.
Nope.
This is something that Steve and I have to run on our own. We'll see you later. Yep. Bye-bye.
I must have told you that I went out to the ranch the other day, didn't I, darling?
This is the first time I've heard about it.
Oh, I must really have been out of it. I was sure I'd said something to you. Well, it just must be the hectic pace we're living at. Dennis, new apartment, new job. I wonder what other things I'm forgetting.
Why'd you decide to go out there anyway?
It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. You know, I hadn't really had a talk with Barry for a while, and I've really missed him. And I wanted to check up on Ginny, too.
Is Ginny doing a little better now?
Yeah, seems to be. Barry was real concerned about her after she took that spill from her horse, but she was in town the day I was out there, so I don't think there's any reason for him to worry.
Well, is everything else all right out there now?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. He so rarely talks about his feelings. I never really know what's going on with him.
You worry about your brother a lot, don't you?
I want him to have such a good life, Dennis. He deserves it so much after what he's been through.
Cambodia and prison camp. Coming back and finding out that your wife is planning on marrying another man.
But all that's past now.
Past as a way of holding on to you sometimes, darling. I hope they work it out.
Oh, come on. They went through a 5-year separation, and now they're back again. They'll make it.
Yeah, if they don't have any outside interferences. Like from Ryan Connor.
Ryan, I thought he decided to leave Houston. Paige, I don't think they have anything to worry about there.
I hope so.
Why so serious?
The wedding, I guess.
Romantic that you are.
I don't know, hon. Something so special about that ceremony, though, with the minister and family all gathered around and everybody celebrating together afterwards. Such a proper way of tying the knot.
Do you feel untied because we got married at City Hall by a clerk?
No, I didn't say that, did I? Just, you have to admit there is sort of a permanence about a formal ceremony.
Well, I think our marriage is permanent. Don't you?
I hope so. I want it to be.
So, how'd you decide on what flowers to get?
I had very specific orders from Kate on what to get. She especially wanted roses because, well, because she likes them, I guess.
Kate calls roses the love flowers.
So what are you doing around the house today?
Oh, Kate needed me to do some move furniture and stuff like that. What are you doing out of the clinic?
Oh, Bart's covering for me. Did I tell you that we're thinking about getting a third partner for the clinic?
What made you decide to do that?
Exhaustion. We've just got to have more time so we can have some kind of lives for ourselves.
Oh, yeah? You thinking about spending some time there with a husband?
I was thinking about my patients. It's not fair to them to be treated by an overworked doctor.
Well, what do you think of our handiwork?
Yeah, spring has sprung at the Marshall Ranch.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. A lot of flowers is kind of suffocating with all these things here.
No such thing.
Hey, what we'll do then, we'll compromise and move these into the living room.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do too much in there. Listen, I can get that. Let me
I got it.
Oh, no. I'll get it. Whoops.
Now, you're going to have to cover 4 extra tables at lunch and dinner because Don is still out sick, all right? Go ahead. Hello, Top of the World Club. May I help you?
You can try.
Chris,
You haven't called.
please, this is a very inconvenient time for me to talk.
Too bad.
The lunch crowd has just started to arrive. Give me a break.
All I want is a brief report. How did things go with Mr. Lawrence the other night? Paige.
Everything last night went just fine.
Mr. Lawrence enjoyed himself?
You seem to.
Good work. I trust that Mr. Lawrence will pay off in very concrete ways.
I hope so too, Chris, but even if he doesn't, I'm not going to do this again now. I have got to go.
Hello, Ginny.
How could you come here today?
How could I stay away? I see, you're really going through with this, huh?
Yes.
Look, I need some time to talk to Ginny alone, all right?
Well, that's if Ginny wants to.
We said everything yesterday. There's no more to say.
Well, I did. Now, just give me a few minutes, Ginny. That's all I'm asking.
You've got to leave here before Barrett gets back.
I will, just as long as you hear me out.
Oh, Ryan, what's the use?
Hey, Ron, come on. Why don't you just take off? This is an important day.
Well, it's important for me, too, you know.
Jeb, why don't we go in the other room?
No, because I don't want my sister any more upset than she is right now.
I'm sure Ryan doesn't want that either.
Look, believe me, I came here to try and undo some of the harm that's been done. Now, what I have to say to Ginny alone.
Ginny?
It's all right. Why don't you two go in the other room and take care of them?
How about my fixing you some ham and eggs and grits?
Nope. I like you just where you are. Besides, I gotta save me some room for Kate's wedding supper.
Honey, you're not going to be awake long enough to enjoy that if you don't get some sleep this morning.
Now, why would I want to waste my time sleeping when I got you right here in my arms?
Honestly, you're very flattered, but you have been awake since midnight, 10 this morning, trying to help that mare drop her foal.
Hey, as soon as we get dressed, I want you to come on out to the corral and take a look at that little guy. I swear he's the most beautiful creature I've ever seen in all my years on this ranch.
All my years? You're beginning to sound like an old-timer around these parts.
Well, I guess I'll become one. Oh, I love this country. I love this ranch. It's a great place to raise kids, as well as horses.
Honey, wouldn't you like to have some breakfast? Some coffee, maybe, huh?
No, don't run away. I am glad, though, that you're so eager to fix my breakfast for me. You know, all in all, you've been real easy to get along with these days.
You have two. Well, now, almost.
Two such agreeable people. How come we argue all the time?
Because we were both born stubborn. We'll be arguing when we're 90 years old.
Do you mean to stay married to me all that long?
There's no one in the world that I would rather grow old with than you. You hear? What we have is forever, Max.
You about set, honey?
Yeah, almost. Oh, sweetheart, would you please?
Oh, I know. You, you can't do the clasp.
How'd you know that?
Oh dear.
You can't do it either.
Just 1 second now. Here we go. Yeah. There it is.
Thank you, sir.
Just as simple as that.
Strike. No, we've been married too long. You know all my weak spots.
All I know is you are as beautiful as the day I married you.
And I'm as much in love with you today as I was that day.
We've been through a lot over the years, haven't we, honey?
Oh, I'll say. I only hope Rena and Max can handle their stormy weather just the same.
They'll be just fine.
Sometimes I worry about those two. They're so different. Their backgrounds are so far apart.
Well, Rena does love that boy now. That counts for a lot.
Loving someone and living with them and having to make compromises, that's different.
Well, they're getting better at living together. Now, you stop worrying.
Rena's our daughter, so I don't suppose I'll ever stop worrying about her.
Especially now that you two have gotten close again. Gonna be a lot of people at this wedding?
No, just family and a few close friends. I suppose Justin will be there.
Well, he is Barrett's brother.
Well, I only hope he has enough sense not to cause any trouble for Max and Rena the way he did at Iris's party. That was awful.
I don't think he's gonna repeat that performance. If he does, Max will put him in his place.
Well, Max didn't put him in his place the other night.
No, but Max was out of his element with all those fancy people at Iris's. Today he'll be relaxed. He'll take care of Justin.
What about Rena?
Oh, listen, Rena's not gonna take one bit of nonsense from Justin now. You've got to learn to trust that girl, honey.
I do trust Rena. It's Justin that makes me nervous.
Don't marry Barrett. You're throwing away every chance for your own happiness out of a sense of responsibility.
Ryan, I married Barrett Marshall 10 years ago. Our lives are intertwined in more ways than just responsibility.
That was the past. Now, you're not married to Barrett now.
Yes, I am, in every way that counts. This ceremony today is just a legal technicality.
This ceremony's a farce.
Ryan, that's enough.
Ginny, you're marrying a man you don't love. Now you're keeping alive a marriage that ended when you believed that Barrett was dead. And your feelings for him died when you fell in love with me.
That's not so.
You do still love me, don't you, Ginny? Ginny, admit it. For both our sakes, don't deny you love me.
All right. Yes. I love you.
Jeb, why don't you go down to the stables and work off some of that agitation?
Because I'm not leaving this house while he's in there.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, he's not gonna hurt her, Jeb. She'll be all right.
Courtney, Ginny is not emotionally strong right now. Now, you haven't seen her like I've seen her.
Ryan does love her, Jeb. And this is his last chance to fight for her. Now, he's desperate to have her listen.
And she'll listen, all right, because she doesn't want to hurt him. But she's going to end up hurting herself, and she cannot go through that again.
Go through what again?
Ryan pressured her the other day. She said to leave Barrett to marry him. Now, if she thought that there was anything for her and Ryan, she would have done it. But she didn't. So why can't he just accept that?
Not too long ago, I made a decision to marry Kevin Cook. And you couldn't accept that. In fact, you did everything you could to get me to change my mind.
This is different.
In some ways, yes. This is certainly a more complex situation. Ginny's pregnant with Ryan's child. She doesn't want to hurt my brother, and she does have a son to think of. But Jeb, the heart of the matter is the same for her as it was for me. Ginny has to make a decision that she can be happy living with. Now, isn't that what you told me?
Something like that.
All right, well, it seems to me that Ryan's in the same position with Ginny now.
Barrett's your brother. Now, whose side are you on anyway, Courtney?
I'm not on anyone's side. As far as I'm concerned, one choice is no better than another. There's no right or wrong in any of this. But a choice does have to be made. And Ginny is the one that has to make that choice.
Yeah, well, Ginny has made the choice, all right? So Ryan is just going to have to face that, and he's going to have to leave her alone.
That's all I wanted to hear from you. After all these weeks of being separated from you, I love you so much.
Saying what I feel doesn't change what I have to do.
Come on, it changes everything for me. I'm never gonna let you slip out of my life again, ever.
No, Ryan, if you really love me, let me go.
No, you love me. You love me.
I also love my son, Steve, and in my own way, I love Barrett, too. I have to make a life with them.
Well, what about our baby? My baby, that you're carrying around inside you. I want to build us such a life together.
It's too late.
It's not too late. This afternoon's too late. After the wedding's too late. Right now, you still have a choice.
Hey, she's made her choice.
Jeb.
Hey, look, Jeb, just stay out of this. This is none of your business, please.
It is, Ryan, it is my business. Come on, she's my sister.
I gotta talk to you a little longer, Jenny.
No use. Jeb's right. I made the choice. We're finished.
No, Jenny, you're wrong.
Please, Ryan, don't do this to me. I can't take it. The decision's been made, and I have to abide by it.
Even though you're making a mistake, even though you love me, even though you know you'll never be happy with Barrett.
Come here. I'm going to talk to Ryan. Come on. Damn it! Why are you doing this to her?
You know, if you hadn't arrived, your sister and I might just have worked things out. You know that?
Look, she's been crying all day, man. You cannot keep pushing her.
I'm not trying to hurt her. I want to protect her. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Don't you understand?
Yeah, I do understand that. I know that you love her, and I know she's carrying your kid. But she's decided to stay with Barrett. So no matter what you feel, man, you have got to let her go through with the wedding.
Well, how happy do you think she's going to be looking at my baby and pretending Barrett's the father?
I don't know. I'm not a psychic. I can't look into the future. And neither can you.
The hell I can't. I know her!
Well, then if you know her, you know what kind of pain you're causing her by hanging around here in Houston.
I stayed here in Houston because I had hope for us.
Well, there is no hope. So why don't you just give up, man, and why don't you just get out of town, all right? And give her a chance to forget about you. And give her a chance to have some kind of a decent life.
All right, what else can I do for you?
Well, you could help Courtney cut up some vegetables.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Kate. Thank you.
So, Raina, where's Max?
Oh, he's in the study with Jeb. He's a nervous wreck. Has been all day.
What's he got to be nervous about?
Best man jitters. You know Max. He takes all his responsibilities so seriously.
I've known that boy ever since he was born. He's always taken everything seriously.
Well, I'm doing my best to unserious him, Kate.
Oh,
Actually, I don't think that Jeb is going to help Max's mood much. He seems pretty serious himself.
Well, after all, it is his sister's wedding.
Oh, darn, I chipped another nail.
Well, you could never be a surgeon.
My cousin Bart is the only doctor we need in our family, darling. How are things going at the clinic?
Okay. But my taking the day off is going to be hard for Bart.
He's a man. Men can manage. So, how are you and Jeb getting along, huh?
Fine.
Ginny tells me you two are an item again.
Well, we are seeing quite a bit of each other lately.
Ooh, maybe there'll be another Marshall wedding real soon, huh?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Was Barrett in the study too, Rena?
No, I saw him in the hall with Steve.
Oh, well, those two better get themselves cleaned up and dressed before Reverend Wilkins gets here.
Oh, Grandma, there's plenty of time. You've got nothing to be nervous about.
I'm not nervous.
The one who's nervous is Ginny. I'm glad she took some rest and went upstairs for a while.
Well, where's the groom? Hey, maybe you ought to be with him, you know, to calm him down.
Oh, no, he was pretty calm. He went to town with Steve, as a matter of fact.
What?
I don't know, some kind of secret mission or something like that.
Well, you don't have much time to spare.
Well, here's my best man.
And the groom's not even dressed.
It won't take me long.
Hey, it looks neat in here.
Certainly does.
Hey, listen, if it was a ranch business in town, I could have gone.
Oh, thanks, but this particular business was personal.
Daddy bought Mom a ring.
A ring?
Well, I thought Ginny already had a ring.
She does. The ring that I gave her 10 years ago has been handed down by Marshalls for generations. My father gave it to my mother in this very room when she was married to him. But this is a very special day, and I wanted a special ring.
Ooh, that's a nice ring, huh?
And did it cost a lot?
Will you hold on to that ring, best man? It's time for us to get suited up, partner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there with you.
Hey, Dad, maybe you can open this with Mom.
Oh, great. Thanks very much, son.
Honey, you should see the feast that Kate's prepared.
Kate and some others.
Any chance of sampling some of them wares?
No, sir.
Well, I think it might calm me down if I had a little bit of food.
Now, I offered to fix you a big breakfast this morning.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Rena.
Oh, and Roy, will you tell Billy Joe to get that speaker near this door fixed? The sound drives me nuts every night.
I know. I'll tell him.
Why, Mr. Lawrence, what a pleasant surprise. That'll be all right.
Right.
Well, I was just about to call you at your hotel, see if we could get together for a drink tonight. Maybe talk over a little business.
Where are you?
Yeah. Oh, please, have a seat. As a matter of fact, we can have a drink right here. I'll tell Roy.
No need. I can't stay.
But this is the first time you've been to my place. What do you think of Houston's famous chicken coop,
I think it's just the kind of sleazy joint I'd expect you to be running.
Yeah, well, it's not first class, but it serves its purpose. I'm developing country and western talent here.
I'm not interested. Nothing about you's first class as far as I'm concerned.
If there's something wrong that I don't know about...
I don't like being taken for a ride, Mr. Shaw. That's what's wrong.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Paige Carrington.
Hello, Grandma. Courtney.
Hi. Justin, I'm so glad you could come.
That dress is great, Grandma. Is it new?
I wore it Christmas.
Oh. Max, I hardly know you. Rena's taste shows in your wardrobe these days.
Just ignore him, Max.
Well, the study looks terrific. Somebody really did wonders with these flowers. Is that your artistic hand, Rena?
No. It was mine.
Nice work, Doctor.
Thank you.
Grandma, who else is coming today?
You writing for the society page now?
I work for a television station, not a newspaper. Then again, Howard, you know, you and Rena probably don't even have a TV, do you?
Rena and I don't need a TV.
I'm gonna go check up on Ginny. Excuse me.
So, when's the Reverend coming?
Any minute.
Well, it's pretty difficult walking through that kitchen without stopping.
Okay. Oh, everything looks so wonderful.
Mama,
pretty.
Daddy.
Oh, honey.
So good to see you.
Nice. How you doing? Hi,
So
Max.
glad you
Hello.
I don't get it. I talked to Paige at noon. She said everything went fine. She was under the impression that you had a great time.
What, should take me for a fool?
Hardly,
Now,
Mr.
if
Lawrence.
I find out you two planned this practical joke, Mr. Shaw, I can wipe you off the map, and you know it.
I don't understand. What happened?
Your lady friend slipped me a Mickey. That's what happened.
What?
Yeah. She came on to me all friendly, and when my back was turned, she put something in my drink.
But how?
Who knows? I wasn't watching her every minute. I turned my back to tip the bellboy. She must have dropped something in my champagne. All I know is, 1 minute we were on that couch, caviar, champagne, all very pleasant. The next thing I knew, I was lying on that couch by myself, undressed. And Mrs. Carrington nowhere around.
I can't believe she'd pull a stunt like that. She's got too much to lose.
Does she know about our business ventures?
She knows that you're interested in investing in my film, yes.
A film in which she would star?
Yes.
Well, I got a feeling she's just changed her mind about being a big movie star.
Oh, I don't think so, no.
Well, frankly, she talks as though she were just perfectly happy being Mrs. Carrington.
Yes, well, she's going to lose that title if she's not careful.
Apparently, she just isn't worried about that.
Oh, she's worried, all right.
Do you have something on Paige?
Let's just say that I have enough to bring her around.
Now, if you're talking about the other night, I've got no proof she drugged that champagne. She just covered her tracks very well.
I have proof. I have all the proof I need.
Your father tells me you gave your parents a very special wedding gift.
Yes, ma'am, I made it.
It was a science project in solar energy.
Ah,
We all made these music boxes that you hold up to sunlight and they play.
really?
And ours plays a real old-fashioned love song.
But, will you explain to me how it works?
I'll demonstrate it for you. Well, after the wedding.
Oh, what a happy day.
Yes, indeed. Dennis, good to see you.
I know that you and Jenny will be as happy as Paige and I are.
And that's 100%.
Thanks, both of you. Well, listen, would you excuse me just a second?
Sure,
I have to talk to
sure. See, honey, you weren't late at all.
Yes, I was
Paige?
late picking up Paige because of a last-minute assignment at KVIK.
Sounds familiar, but you better get used to it. Your whole life is going to be on call from now on.
Now, don't you discourage Paige about my new profession.
Oh, darling, that could never happen.
Ginny's all ready to go.
Now, just as soon as Reverend Wilkins gets here.
Oh, excuse me, okay? Paige, how are you feeling?
Oh, much better, thanks.
Good. Then you're not having trouble sleeping anymore.
No, not a bit.
Good. Then the pills I prescribed worked for you.
Yeah, they sure did.
Dearly beloved, we have come together in the presence of God to witness and bless the joining together of this man and this woman in holy matrimony. The bond and covenant of marriage was established by God in creation. And our Lord Jesus Christ adorned this manner of life by his presence and first miracle at a wedding in Cana of Galilee. It signifies to us the mystery of the union between Christ and his church, and Holy Scripture commends it to be honored among all people. The union of husband and wife in heart, body, and mind is intended by God for their mutual joy, for the help and comfort given one another in prosperity and adversity, and when it is God's will, for the procreation of children and their nurture and the knowledge and love of the Lord. Therefore, marriage is not to be entered into inadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, deliberately, and in accordance with the purposes for which it was instituted by God. In this holy union, Virginia Lee Hampton and Barrett Marshall now come to be joined. If any of you can show just cause why they may not be lawfully married, speak now, or else forever hold your peace. I require and charge you both, here in the presence of God, that if either of you know any reason why you may not be united in marriage lawfully and in accordance with God's word, you do now confess it. Virginia Lee, will you have this man to be your husband, to live together in covenant of marriage? Will you love him and comfort him?
Get her on the couch. Give us a hand. Come on. Carrie.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
Wife is behind closed doors, and I'm just supposed to wait and see. Paige.
Harry, are you all right?
Yeah. I guess I still can't believe this happened.
Where are you now?
I'm at the hospital.
Have you been there all night?
No. We went home around 9 o'clock.
Good. Exhausting yourself won't help anyone.
Well, Ginny was asleep. There was nothing more that we could do. There's nothing we could do in the first place.
Oh, Barry, I'm sure she's in the best hands.
I can't help it. I feel so helpless. I mean, tell me that we're bankrupt. Tell me that the house is on fire. I know what to do, but don't tell me, for God's sake, don't tell me that my wife is behind closed doors and I'm just supposed to wait and see.
How is she today?
No better, but no worse.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No. I just wanted to call and keep you posted.
Well, maybe I can make it to the hospital later.
Oh, that'd be fine. I'd like that.
Barry, it's getting a little busy here now. I better get off, all right?
I understand. Listen, maybe I'll see you then later, okay?
I'll really try my best. You take care, okay?
Fine.
Bye-bye. Well. He's up before noon.
Hello, Paige. You seem cheerful. Usually when I show up unannounced, I get your 10 most wanted treatment.
I guess I must be feeling magnanimous today. Table for one, Mr. Shaw?
Paige, you know I never eat alone if I can help it. How did it go the other night?
How did what go? I told you before, Chris. It was fine. It was just terrific.
For you?
Hardly.
For Lawrence, then?
He had a wonderful time.
Oh, good. That's a relief. Because, you see, I'm meeting Mr. Lawrence here for lunch, and I wouldn't want there to be any awkwardness.
There shouldn't be.
Good. Reserve a table for us, would you? Oh, and Paige, someone will be joining us.
Fine.
You.
Did you answer all of Justin's questions?
Not to his satisfaction.
Did you tell him the truth?
I sure did.
Everything that World Oil does is legal and constitutional. Justin should know that.
This investigation of Justin's is based on rumors, speculation, half-truths, you name it.
Well, I guess it's because he's sort of new at the game. That's why he's being overzealous.
Yep, it's a lot more than that, Stryker.
What do you think Justin's after?
Well, a big story. Real hot news about scandal in the boardroom.
But there is nothing scandalous about the way World Oil operates. Look, I have been corporate counsel to Alex Wheeler for years, and they've always played the game according to the rule book.
Well, Justin doesn't care about the rule book. He wants a story, even if it means bypassing the facts.
No, there's no danger of that happening. KVIK has never allowed that kind of journalism, and we're not about to start now.
I think you better keep a real close eye on Justin.
I will. Of course, if there are irregularities at World Oil or any other company, we have a right to report the truth.
Well, I'm not arguing with that. I'm just concerned about Justin manufacturing a story for his own personal gain.
Well, I'll just have a little talk with Justin. That'll clear things up.
Well, I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, I think that would be the thing to do.
I meant to set him straight at the wedding.
Do you want me to give Justin a message to call you?
Yeah. Maybe I can talk to him in the morning.
Now, why are you two avoiding talking about Ginny and Barrett's wedding?
Oh, no. It's just that we want to clear up this problem with Justin as soon as possible.
How was the wedding? Hey, come on, look, I've accepted the fact that I lost Ginny to Barrett, so you don't have to spare my feelings. How was the wedding?
There was no wedding, Ryan.
What are you talking about?
Ginny and Barrett are still not legally married.
What?
Right at the beginning of the ceremony, Ginny collapsed. She's in the Gulf Coast Hospital.
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey.
What do you mean Ginny collapsed? Is she all right?
And that Ginny is getting the best of care.
What happened?
There are some complications with her pregnancy.
She didn't lose the baby, did she?
No. Courtney was afraid that might happen, but for now, Ginny's holding her own.
We talked to Courtney this morning, and Ginny's resting comfortably.
I gotta go see her.
No, wait. Now, listen, Ginny is fine for now, Ryan. You calm down and...
Ginny needs me, Stryker.
Look, she has got Barrett. He's her husband. What's happened is terrible, but it's none of your concern. It's their problem, and you're gonna make things worse if you interfere.
Look, she's not his wife. You said the wedding was stopped, right?
The whole wedding business is nothing but a formality. You know that as well
I
as
don't agree with...
Look, Ginny has made the decision to stay with Barrett. Now, you got to accept that and get on with your own life.
Ginny's a big part of my life. She always will be. Ginny's carrying my child.
I hope you'll give Mr. Lawrence my regrets. I can't come to lunch.
Oh, previous engagement?
I have a job, Chris. All day, 6 days a week. You persist in ignoring that.
Oh, I'm all for commitment.
I did what you wanted. I'm done.
I tell you when you're done.
I'm telling you this time.
You know, it's so unattractive when a woman becomes assertive.
I call it self-defense.
You know what it does? It makes women ugly. Makes their faces hard, full of lines. Don't be ugly, Paige.
Go find yourself another.
Ah, you see that? You see, you almost said an ugly word. Ladies don't talk like that.
Another girl.
Lawrence wants you.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Can I help it if he's back for more?
Now you handle this. This scheme is your little idea. I am out.
What can one little lunch hurt, huh, Paige?
I guess we'll never know, because I'm not going to be there, and neither are you.
You're making a big mistake.
Oh, no. Trying to unmake one. Now get out of here.
Very, very big.
Please.
1 o'clock, party of 3, name of Shaw. I'm sure you'll be joining us.
You look as surprised as I am.
It just never occurred to me that Ryan was the father of Ginny's baby. I wonder.
What do you wonder?
You know, I told Ryan that Ginny and Barrett weren't legally married. And I remember saying at the time, I've got to tell him that. And I remember Ryan asked me to hold off for a while.
Do you think he suspected then?
No. It was all before anybody knew that Ginny was even pregnant. But I still think he looked at it as an opportunity to ask Ginny one more time to marry him instead of Barrett.
Well, he thinks he still has a chance to do that now.
I think I better go and talk to Ryan.
Stryker, please. Don't get yourself involved in this.
But I'm very fond of Ryan.
I know that. But he has to work this out with Ginny.
If there's something I could do to help. All right. I will stay out of it.
You know, you can't solve everyone's problems.
Are we talking now about Ryan or about Rena?
I was talking about Ryan.
I think Max and Rena's problems have worked themselves out. For now, at least.
And they'll work out whatever problems they may have in the future by themselves, if we just allow them to do that.
I just wish that Max would build that girl a house.
Stryker.
Well, I can't help being worried. You know, when we went to supper there at the cabin after Ginny had gone to the hospital, I just felt so sad for Rena.
Why?
Well, living in such cramped quarters.
Rena is adjusting to the cabin, honey, and she's doing a wonderful job redecorating.
I just get the feeling she doesn't want to be there. But it's virtually a one-room shack.
Now, look, when Max pays off that loan he took to buy that land, he'll talk about building. Don't you start anything up about this house.
It is not my intention to start anything.
If Rena has the slightest hint that you're unhappy with her situation, you're only going to cause trouble.
Oh, speaking of trouble. Hello. Hello, Justin.
Stryker, Vicky.
Hello, Justin.
Well, I guess you're not too pleased to see me either. I guess this just isn't my day. First, my luncheon appointment stands me up, and then my sister Paige almost snaps my head off.
No, look, we didn't mean to be unfriendly. It's just that you caught us in the middle of a serious discussion.
I apologize for interrupting.
Who stood you up?
Ted Brownell. He works in the legal department at World Oil. I guess Ryan gave him the word not to talk to me.
Well, why would he do that?
I suppose because he wants my investigation of World Oil to stop. I bet he also did a number on the two of you, didn't he?
Mrs. Marshall is resting comfortably.
Resting comfortably? What does that mean? Is she sedated? What about the baby?
I'm sorry, I can't discuss a patient's condition with
Listen,
you.
nurse.
Excuse me.
Yeah, if you could just tell me where I could find her, huh?
Hey, Connor, what the hell are you doing here?
Gentlemen, please, this is a hospital.
Well, I'm sorry, all right?
Dr. Lopez, 3-2.
I'm here to see how Ginny and my baby are doing. That's what I'm doing here.
Well, they're doing just fine, all right? Except that, it's Barrett's kid. It's not yours, man.
Yeah, well, you know that's not true, Jeb.
Look, all I know is Jenny chose Barrett, and she wants you out of her life.
Well, as long as my baby is part of her life, I'm going to be there, too.
She has a husband.
She's not legally married to Barrett.
But she is going to be legally married once she gets out of this
place. Oh, yeah,
place.
well, I don't think so.
Look, let me tell you something. You're not going to see her today. You're not going to see her tomorrow. You're not going to see her.
This is not your decision. It's Ginny's.
She didn't want to see you the other day, and she doesn't want to see you now.
Well, if that's true, I'll leave. But I'll let Ginny tell me, not you. Now, you got that?
You know, sleepyhead?
How long have I been sleeping?
A couple hours. Feeling any pain?
No. I'm just so tired.
Go back to sleep. I'll be right here if you need anything.
Where's Courtney?
She's not here. She went over to the clinic.
The baby.
For now, everything is under control.
I don't want to lose this child.
Courtney said that there's a very good chance that you'll be able to carry it to full term.
She can't promise that, can she?
No, not yet, honey. But you're much better now. With time and lots of rest.
If something happens to this child,
Let's try to be optimistic,
I
shall we?
have to have this baby.
If it does happen, it's because God wants it to happen, Jenny. So we can have other children. And we will. I promise you that.
Oh, Barrett, you don't understand.
Yes, I do. I want this child as much as you do. It's very special to me. But if it's not meant to be, we'll just have to accept it. Her court.
Jenny, are you in pain? Okay, just try to get some rest, okay? Listen, why don't you go for a walk and go get something to eat?
Wait a minute, man. You're not going to go talk to her today.
Hey,
You're not going to talk to her
This is none of
tomorrow?
your business. Mind your own business, Jeb. This is between me and Ginny.
Oh, wait a second, man. Haven't you caused enough damage already?
What are you doing? You trying to blame me for Ginny's collapse?
Well, you didn't help the situation any, did you? By driving out to the ranch and forcing yourself on her like that?
Listen, Jeb, I love your sister. I want to comfort her. I want to take care of her. Don't
Ryan,
you understand?
let me tell you something. She has a husband for that. You understand that?
Well, as long as she and Barrett aren't married, there's still a chance for me and Ginny. Now, if you think I'm going to walk away from that, you're crazy.
You're not going to give up, are you? Until you kill Ginny or you kill the kid. Because that's what's going to happen. If you go busting into her room and start pressuring her about marriage, you're going to destroy her.
Thank you. Do either of you know what's wrong with Paige?
No, she seemed fine when we came in.
Where's Ryan?
Oh, he had an urgent matter to take care of.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I do appreciate your inviting me to join you.
Well, this seems like as good a time as any to talk about a few things.
I'm all for that, Vicky. They tell me that Sam is at the new station in Austin.
Yes, she is.
How's she doing?
Much better.
Well, I'm very happy for her.
Are you?
Of course, just because she threw me out of the apartment. There's no reason I should have any bad feelings toward her. Very fond of Sam. Stryker, Rena's doing very well these days, too, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was very gorgeous at the wedding. Well, the almost wedding.
You, gone by the hospital to see Ginny?
I'm gonna go by there tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky, was Ryan complaining about my investigation?
He has some misgivings about your approach to the story.
Doesn't surprise me. He's up to his neck in trouble.
Ryan claims there isn't any trouble. He thinks you're manufacturing this story.
Well, what do you expect him to do? Admit that there is misappropriation of funds from World Oil?
What makes you think that there are any funds being misappropriated?
Stryker, I do have my sources.
Well, you just better check those sources pretty carefully, son, because they don't know what the devil they're talking about.
From the runaround that I have been getting from World Oil, I would bet my last dollar that they do know, Stryker.
Are you accusing Ryan Connor of a cover-up?
I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that if Ryan Connor had nothing to hide, he'd be very happy to give me some straight answers.
Now, listen, Ryan Connor answers to Alex Wheeler, not to you, Justin.
All right, let's discuss this quietly.
If Stryker weren't corporate counsel for World Oil, I doubt whether we would be discussing this at all.
Now, what the hell does he mean by that?
Honey.
Stryker, you have a big stake in this. I don't blame you for trying to kill the story.
Justin, no one's trying to kill the story.
No?
No. I just want to make sure that you have your facts and figures to support your theories.
I think Ryan Connor has some of these facts and figures, as you say, so well hidden that no one will ever be able to gain access to them.
Justin, you cannot report a story based on rumor and half-truths.
Why don't you get Ryan and your husband to cooperate with me, then?
Now, listen, I am going to have an investigation of my own, and you better watch out, son. Because if I hear that you even suggest anything that isn't true about World Oil, I will have you in court so fast you won't even be able to blink those innocent brown eyes of yours.
Thank you.
You know, it's certainly good of you, Paige, to take time out from your busy day to have lunch with us.
Yes, it is.
My pleasure.
It's her way of showing she's grateful for the other night.
Well, that's not necessary.
Oh, come now, Mr. Lawrence. Don't be modest. She couldn't say enough about you. Isn't that right, Paige?
It was very nice.
Nice. Now, don't be shy, Paige. Mr. Lawrence will think you're merely being polite.
I'm sure he knows what I mean, Chris.
And how about you, Mr. Lawrence? Did you have a glorious time?
Well, I don't recall.
Amazing. I can't imagine forgetting a peak experience like that.
Well, perhaps I had too much to drink.
Too much to drink?
Yes, I don't recall all of the details.
We had a great deal of champagne, Mr. Lawrence.
Champagne? Well, sounds very festive to me. Loads of champagne, a wonderful meal.
Well, we never did have that meal, did we?
What? No meal?
No, when I came to the next morning, the cart was standing in the middle of the room. Yeah, untouched.
Sounds like the two of you had a wild night.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Paige had the same rocking headache I had.
You were a little reckless with the champagne, Mr. Lawrence.
Oh, that's our Paige. Always in control. You know, what I was wondering is how you managed to get away from hubby for such an extended night of fun and games. Or do you two have some sort of an arrangement?
I told him I was at the club.
Well, how very fortunate for you. He doesn't check up on you when you come rolling home at, oh, what time was it when you got home?
I don't remember.
What, 2, 3, somewhere?
I don't know.
No, it would have had to have been later than that,
What
wouldn't
difference
it?
does it make,
I'm
Chris?
just trying to fill in the blanks. After all, I wasn't there, and poor Mr. Lawrence.
I don't remember.
Oh, come, Paige, do make an effort.
I've had enough, Chris. I don't want you going at me like this.
Temper, temper.
I don't know what you're up to, but you're gonna have to find someone else for your target practice.
I told you we'd be wasting my time.
Oh, no. We're getting there. Anyway, I'm far from through with her.
Courtney, I've been looking all over the place.
Jeb, what is going on here? One of the nurses just came and told me you're out here fighting with Ryan Connor.
No, I wasn't fighting. Look, he came in demanding to see Ginny, right? I got rid of him. But look, what I want you to do is I want you to tell all the staff around here that he's not allowed in this place, all right?
I won't do that, Jeb.
Why not, Courtney?
Because he has just as much right to be here as you do.
Look, Ginny will not survive another visit from him. He's the one that put her in this place. You understand that?
Ryan didn't cause Ginny's collapse. That was a physical problem.
Yeah, but all the pressure that he was putting on her did not help matters at all.
I don't want Ryan bursting in on Ginny without any warning. But, Jeb, if she wants to see him, I can't in good conscience prevent that.
Dr. Brown, 831. Dr. Brown, 831.
Wait a minute, I can't believe this. I mean, you're taking Ryan's side, and Barrett's your brother.
I'm not taking anyone's side, and neither should you. We have no business interfering.
Look, I'm just trying to protect my sister, all right? Now, you are her doctor, so you want to protect her too, right? I mean, if we don't, who's gonna?
Jeb, can we please sit down and discuss this calmly?
Courtney, no, there's nothing to discuss. I mean, either we're gonna look after her best interests or we're not.
Well, you're certainly not looking after her best interests by going off the deep end like this. So please, can we please just sit down and we'll try to work it out?
Paige, I don't understand.
Stop hounding me, Chris.
You're usually the epitome of decorum. How could you be so rude?
People are watching us.
To bolt like that, to leave your guest high and dry.
He's your guest. You go smooth as feathers.
The poor guy is completely at a loss. Did he say something to offend you?
You have pushed me too far, Chris. I won't be badgered like this, and I won't be made a fool of.
Where have I heard that before? Let me think. I won't be made a fool of.
Trot down memory lane on some other time.
Wait, it's coming to me. Yes, now I remember. It was your friend, Mr. Lawrence.
I'm not dense, Chris. You're driving at something. I have no idea what it is. But I don't even care because as of this morning, honey, I am out.
I disagree. You are dense. People with so much to lose shouldn't push their luck.
I did my bit for you. I played the part.
Not all the way. Go ask Lawrence.
Far enough. I aim to please, so what? Find yourself somebody else.
Paige, you You're forgetting how much this means to
Oh,
me.
right. Yeah. Your big break. Porno King goes legit.
Yeah, and what about you, the big film star that never made it to the screen with her clothes on, that
I
is?
gave up on that dream the minute that you hit town.
Are you forgetting about your little debut on the silver screen? Hmm?
I knew that was coming.
You know, what I had in mind was a private screening for your Lord and Master. But the more that I think about it, it would be a shame not to share endless passion with the rest of the world. I'm sure some local porn palace would snap it up. After all, it features one of Houston's nobility from the Marshall line in the noble, exalted house of Wheeler.
Go ahead.
I don't think I heard that.
I said go ahead. Go ahead. Play your last car. What then?
For your sake, I hope you don't think I won't do it.
I think exactly that.
Sleep on it.
No. You take that film to Dennis. And not only do you lose your big chance, I will sue you for blackmail so fast that your head will swim.
I wonder how the Wheelers would feel about all of that sordid courtroom drama.
Get out of here.
I think I'll go finish my lunch. Pictures. Pictures. What did I do with them? They must be in here. I know they're safe somewhere. Well, it's a good thing they weren't down at the studio. Little Houston PD would have their hot little hands on them. What a ruckus that would make, huh? Paige? Would she call a raid down on me? No, she's too scared. At least she was then. No, she never even knew where the place was. She was never out there. Unless... well, who knows? Anyway, I'll be sure of her tonight. A little discipline, that's all she needs. Hello, gold mine. You guys getting lonesome in there? Don't worry, your turn will come. There you are. There you are. I'll bet she forgot about these. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. She was so happy to pose. So much better at PR in those days. Smiling face. I have a feeling I'll see her smiling again before long. Just a minute. Come in.
You want to see me, boss?
Yeah. You wind up your rehearsal, Billy Joe?
Yeah, I was just fixing to go home and get something to eat before I come back to work tonight. If that's okay.
Sure, why not? Oh, I almost forgot, Billy Joe. You got time to do me a favor, hmm?
You name it.
You live in that Aquarius apartment complex, don't you?
Yeah, me and Nita been living there. Got a nice pool, Olympic size, you know, private game room, the whole thing.
The same place that our mutual friend, Mrs. Carrington, lives?
Yeah, but who cares?
I want you to drop by there tonight.
Will do. Just a habit.
Curiosity killed the cat. They're business papers. Very important. Now, I know that Mrs. Carrington's going to be working at the Top of the World Club tonight, but I want those waiting for her when she comes home, okay?
You know, Dennis, Mr. Carrington, he'll probably be home. Should I just give them to him?
No. No, I don't want them disturbed. I'll tell you what, just slip them under the door, okay?
You can count on me, boss. That it?
That's it?
Later.
Ryan is the father of Ginny's child. Ginny is in danger of losing that child. Now, it's possible, just possible, that she might want to see him.
No, come on, I doubt that.
Jeb, Ryan might be able to give her more comfort than any of us. He loves her. And he cares very much about that child. Now, she just might need to hear that right now. From him.
Courtney, come on, wait a minute. What are you going crazy on me or something?
There's a very special bond between a man and a woman who are expecting a child.
Right. And she chose Barrett. And that shows you where her bond is.
Not in this instance. As much as she would like to get Ryan out of her life and out of her mind, she just can't do that right now, honey. Barrett cannot possibly share the agony that she's going through right now.
He's trying.
Yes, I know he is. Look, don't be so hard on Ryan. I'm gonna do everything I can to protect Jenny, not just because she's my patient, but I love her as much as you do.
I know you do.
So if she wants to see Ryan, that's her decision, not yours.
Did she say that she wanted to see him?
No, not yet. And maybe she won't. But if she does, I'm gonna call him for her.
Devil's food cake!
Well, it's your favorite.
Why'd you do that for, huh?
Just wanted to remind you how much I love you.
I'm luckiest man in the whole wide world.
You are also the most sentimental.
You think that's bad?
No, I think that is just fine.
Oh, I think we better put these flowers in some water, huh?
Okay. What's in that envelope?
Oh, this is some business papers I got to give to Mrs. Carrington. I got to drop them off at her apartment.
You know, she lives in this apartment building. You could have just gone over there and given it to her before you came here.
Because I was in too big a hurry to see you. That's what. Tell you what, why don't you just go sit down and take a load off your feet, and I'll cook dinner, okay?
Oh, no, we can't do anything about dinner till this cake is done.
No?
No.
Well, why don't you just go... Why don't we just both relax together, huh? Come on, over here, come on.
Funny.
Just come over here. You take her easy, okay?
All right.
You must be real tired after working so hard today, huh?
Wasn't too busy.
Put them down over here. Come on, be careful. Over here. You come over here. Come on, just easy does it. Come on.
Maggie, you know, she was real distracted all day.
Seems to me that's her natural state.
That is not true. She's worried about that Jenny Marshall. You know, she almost lost her baby.
Is baby all right?
Yeah, it's all right for now.
Well, honey, I don't know what I'd do if that ever happened to you.
Well, it's not gonna happen to me, so just stop your worrying, okay?
That must be a nightmare for those people.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's gonna be all right. Honey, you cannot start worrying about every little thing that could go wrong. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. And you're gonna drive me crazy, too. I am just as healthy as can be, so just stop your worrying, okay?
Okay.
All right. I love my flowers.
Good.
For a patient right here in the hospital, no problem. How about a cluster of white roses with a few fresh sprigs of azalea?
No, that's,
Too ordinary, right. Wildflowers might be cheerful. Snaps, daffodils.
No, I was thinking of something more exotic. Tropical flowers, island flowers. Can you do that?
You mean camellias, hibiscus, jasmine?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I don't carry much in that line. I could check around town for you, but I don't think I'd be able to deliver an arrangement like that until tomorrow.
Well, that'd be fine. She's going to be here a few days.
This sort of arrangement is not going to be cheap.
Believe me, I don't care what it costs. I'll write out a check. Here's my identification, all right?
World Oil? Yes, sir. You must own a few tropical islands.
No, just one. Nobody's living on there now.
You know, honey, you better not have any more beer tonight at work.
Why not?
I mean, you eating all this cake, you're gonna get fat.
Well, I might take up jogging.
Oh, you? You're crazy. Jogging, you?
No, it's not crazy. Lots of people go jogging, Nita. I mean, if I'm going to manage a star, you know, I gotta... It wouldn't hurt for me to go run around looking like Mr. Slim and Trim.
Well, Mr. Slim and Trim, for the sake of my dishes, why don't you go sit down and push your feet up, all right?
No, I want to help. I want to help. Come on.
Well, I want my dishes.
Tomorrow I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy you a whole carload of dishes. Big, fancy dishes from France and Europe.
No, I want my dishes, thank you. So don't break any more.
I won't.
All
I'll be
right.
careful, huh?
All right. Why don't you just go get ready for work or whatever you're doing?
No, I ain't due at the Chinku for another hour or two.
Well, why don't you go take a nap or, well, you know, you haven't gotten very much sleep lately.
Well, I know. Why don't you take a nap with me then, huh? You know, I'm kind of had my fill of sleeping alone when you were gone.
Well, maybe I just might, join you.
I love you, Nita, right?
Yeah?
I do love you.
Honey, what are you doing?
I'm looking for my wallet. I think somebody picked my pocket.
Your wallet is in the bedroom on the dresser, just where you always put it.
Oh.
Go.
Oh. Well, thank you, darling.
Yeah. All right. Well, you better get going. You're gonna be late for work.
I know. I'm gonna go right now. Look, wait a minute. You working tomorrow the day shift over at Maggie's?
Yeah.
Then I want you to go to bed right now, okay? I'll wake you up in the morning when I get home, okay?
Okay.
Go to bed.
Wait a minute. Oh, thank you for the flowers.
All right? And thank you for a wonderful supper.
You're welcome.
And that devil's food cake.
You're double welcome. All right, go. Billy Joe, this envelope.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Thanks. I forgot.
Big one. The big one. I thought you said it was a little one.
No, it's the big one.
There we go. Well, it's opening.
Ah.
Ah, home sweet home.
You know, I'm glad you're here. We didn't close the door, Paige.
Oh, my fault.
I'm glad that you're here tonight. I'm also glad that you took off work.
Me too. You know, nothing against your father, darling, but I'm so happy that we have some time alone in our new apartment.
Me too.
Oh, he's going to be gone a couple of days. I think we should take advantage of that time, don't you?
Yes, I certainly do.
Oh, no ice.
No ice.
A little quiet tonight. Are you all right?
Should I be loud?
Are you worried about Elliot, honey?
My father is certainly old enough to take care of himself, Paige.
It's not a question of age.
He'll be fine. Dry your hands.
Oh, I think it's neat that he has a chance to get away for a couple of days, you know, with friends and... Who was it he was going to see?
Some reporter friend of his. I didn't get the name. They met in Cambodia. Actually, it's for a book he's trying to write.
They were going to meet at Fort Sam Houston, right?
That's what he said.
Oh, strange. I wonder what kind of research he can do at an army base.
Well, you know, you go through old files, reports, that sort of thing.
Well, it's only going to be for a couple of days, sweetheart, so stop worrying, okay?
I'm not worrying.
What?
There are better things to do.
You better let the bartender get back to work, or you will never get your drink.
Something about no ice, right?
I'm sorry. No, wait, I'm not. No.
Well, I'll tell you. My beautiful wife was right about one thing.
Right about what?
It really is nice to have the apartment to ourselves tonight. And my beautiful wife also seems much more relaxed than she did ever before.
Oh, relax, sweetheart. Oh, I feel like I'm made out of air. You better hold on to me or I'll drift away.
Thanks for being patient with Dad.
Oh, darling. The reason I'm so unwound tonight has nothing to do with Elliot.
You don't have to say that.
No,
just...
it's true, Dennis. It's been work. But I made a decision today at the Top of the World Club that's going to relieve a lot of pressure. Actually, it already has.
You're honest?
May I be struck down by lightning if it isn't true. See?
Wait a minute. That's great. Listen, what kind of a decision was it?
I don't want to bore you with that.
You're not going to bore me with it.
No, I'll tell you. I will.
All right.
Yeah. Now we have more important things to talk about, don't we?
What important things?
Except you?
I think we've done enough talking.
You do?
We should stay right here.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
Choice. Look, there's got to be another way.
Today on Another World.
Look, I can't just walk in there and announce to Mac Corey that I'm his long-lost son come home to claim my heritage.
You don't have any choice.
Look, there's got to be another way. I'm not going to tell him.
Then she learned that she was pregnant with my child. We were going to be married the next day, but she left in the middle of the night. I've always wondered if the child was ever born, and if it was it a daughter, or was it a son?
Elaine's a very attractive woman, Jordan. I'd like to see it if there's trouble between you. I'd like to see you patch it up. Do you think you can do that before somebody else moves in on her? Again.
Again?
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Okay, man, you're on your own.
Yeah, thanks for the ride over, Joey.
No problem. How long are you gonna be?
Just till I find what I'm looking for.
Hey, listen, do yourself a favor, huh?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
Don't do any heavy lifting or moving anything
Hey,
around.
Joey, stop with the overprotective bit, will you? I'm okay, really.
I'm just thinking about your shoulder.
Hey.
I'm going. Don't overdo it.